Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to talk about the basically hardest or best rewards you should focus on with the Mists of Pandaria remix. Now the big thing is, when we look at the Mists of Pandaria remix, what it's done is it's created a great way to get a ton of awesome rewards. Now there's a lot of really cool stuff, like lots of really cool stuff, but I want to talk specifically about firstly rewards that are limited, so those being the rewards that you can only really get from this event, and those will be from the achievements. Then we'll talk about the mounts that you can buy, which are quite hard to get on the retail side, so outside of this event that are strategically quite hard to farm. And then we'll talk a little bit about the very limited items that were previously unobtainable. So I'm not going to be talking about every mount, but I'm going to be specifically talking about certain stuff that you should focus on getting. So just very briefly, I want to focus on the toys and rewards. Now there's lots and lots and lots of toys that you can get from Mists of Pandaria, but basically, to cut a long story short, there's also a ton of transmog. So there's like Chen Stormstout's bamboo hat, there is also the cloak appearances, there's the Half Hill Farmer's backpack, there's the Reigns of the August Phoenix. All of these are obtainable from basically playing through Mists of Pandaria remix to a certain extent. A lot of it is very simple, looking for group, campaign challenges, just basically playing the actual game. None of them are specifically too hard. Most of them are very, very simple, so you shouldn't have any major issues. The only one that I think a lot of players obviously will want is the Astral Emperor Serpent. You need 2 of the achievements, which is actually pretty achievable. Those being the Golden Lotus. Obviously, there's also the Looking for Group, Veil of Eternal Blossoms. Now, obviously, the Astral Emperor's Serpent is a pretty cool mount. I believe it is pretty damn awesome. So very cool, obviously one that players are going to be very, very keen to obtain. There's also the Muskball Calf, which is a really cute pet. Now outside of that, there are also mounts that are, strictly speaking, quite difficult to get. So if you go to the Beastmaster over here, he has a whole bunch of mounts that are for sale. Now the only thing stopping you from getting these mounts is your amount of bronze and the level of your character. Okay, no other thing needs to be completed, and some of these mounts are very, very, very good to get. Okay, so we're going to just point out a couple of them because I do think it is very, very important. So let's go for firstly the Reigns of the Slatehorn Primal. So that's the Primordial Direhorn. This is just a very rare drop from a rare that exists in Mists of Pandaria. It's not impossible to get it, but it is just a bit of a rare drop. Okay, then we have the Son of Galleon. Okay, also a world rare, very difficult to get because people farm the spawn. Spawn of Horadin, same thing. A lot of these are all going to be the level locked ones. Clutch of Ji-Kun, also again spawnable world mob. Reigns of the Astral Serpent. This is from Elegon. This is a raid reward, so it's much easier to get. Reigns of the Thundering Onyx Serpent. Okay, obviously again from Hulan, which is a raid boss. Reigns of the Heavenly Onyx Serpent. This is from the Shah of Anger, a world boss in the game, very hard to get. Highly suggest you get it. Reigns of the Thundering Cobalt, obviously pretty good. Reigns of the Thundering Ruby, the Corcoran Juggernaut, which you get from Mythic Garrosh, obviously now a spawn drop. So pretty much all of these ones are the highlighted red. I know it's not necessarily so exciting, but all of these ones that are highlighted red are very much mounts that, although available in retail and you can definitely farm them, is definitely quite difficult to get. So I highly suggest you grab it while you can. Then, of course, it's not only that, right? So there is also some really cool obtainable items that I highly suggest you get. So if you come inside here, you'll see Pythagoras. Yes, Pythagoras' theorem. Pythagoras sells a lot of cool stuff, mainly gear, items, transmogs, etc. But he sells these straight up unobtainable items. Now, all of these unfortunately do require Bones of Manaroth. Okay, so Bones of Manaroth, you need to get essentially a defeat of Garrosh on normal or greater difficulty. Okay, they scale with the difficulty, so you can get a little bit more if you do higher difficulties, but you have to clear them on normal or greater difficulty. Obviously, what that means is you're going to need to do the raid on normal during the course of this time. It's not impossible, but it is something. Now, the highlight of these is Tusks of Manaroth. These are Garrosh's shoulder pauldrons. They are literally unobtainable in the game, basically, which is fantastic now that you're able to get them, because they are really cool. I mean, they are awesomely done, which is fantastic. Plus, also, his heirloom items. Now, the heirloom items are not, you don't need to have them. Like, how can I say, they're just heirloom weapons, but they are unobtainable. So if you are someone who's a prestige person and you are desperate to get these items back, then you may need to consider going out and getting through here. All right, but yeah, honestly speaking, that's really the stuff to kind of focus on. The rest is all transmog ensembles, other mounts, which yes are potentially difficult to obtain, but aren't too hard to obtain. They're not mounts that have high spawn drop rates or things like that. There's toys and things of such nature that you can buy, which is obviously cool, but the main thing, like I say, is going to be focus on getting those major achievements done, and also making sure that you grab those mounts. But yeah, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you're going to be focused on getting in the Mists of Pandaria remix. Bye.